So here's why you should move to Dubai if you're working remotely as an AI or machine learning engineer, and just if you're working in tech in general, because there's tons of different opportunities. We're going to cover each individual aspect of it, and also my own journey, why I went to Dubai, what are the advantages and so on, and basically why you should consider doing the move as well, and also how you can do it. Around a year ago, I moved to Dubai. I was working as an AI engineer. It was contract-based work, and it was actually like down in Dubai, but I also had a ton of freelance work on the sideline. I was doing my courses, YouTube, freelance projects for a bunch of different clients from my personal brand, and also just YouTube in general. So I was already working remotely pretty much all the time, didn't have to go into offices and so on. And also the contract-based work that I had in Dubai, it was also remotely. So if you're working remotely, there's tons of different advantages of moving to Dubai. If you're working in the tech field, and especially machine learning and AI, which is the field that I am in. But again, this pretty much applies to every field out there where you can work remotely. So the first thing here that we should cover in the video is actually like just the smooth process. It is very easy before we dive into more about the opportunities, why you should consider it and so on, and also some of the advantages that you'll have that you can't get anywhere else in the world. So the whole process is very easy. Like basically you can just set up a business, sponsor yourself, and you're pretty much good to go. The whole process is very smooth. It only takes a few weeks. You just need to have your documents ready. I'm working together with some cool guys from a company called Genzone. Like they're helping out people setting up their own business, setting up the visas, they're handling all the document processing and so on. They will help you with everything if you want to set up like a freelance business, free zone company and so on. And then you can sponsor yourself, but also your family members, you can have employees and so on. You can basically just handle everything through your own business. So it's really easy to set up. You can't do this in most countries out there. And the process, it only takes a few weeks instead of like months to years as in most countries. So now we have that in place because that is actually like mind-blowing. I didn't expect it to be that smooth. I'll definitely recommend the Genzone guys. I'm working together with them, and you can find them down in the description here as well. You can just book a free call and you can talk with them about the opportunities, how you can move down there, the process and so on if you have any questions. So the main advantage in Dubai, if you're moving there, like there's no income tax, also capital gains tax, also 0%. So if you're doing investment and so on the sideline. But the good thing about income tax is that if you have a company, you can always pay out a salary to yourself. The companies down there, they have a corporate tax over a certain threshold. So if you make more than, I think it's around like $100,000, you will actually have to pay corporate tax, which is 9% above that threshold. But it's really easy to set up, like the formalities, everything. Like you don't really have to take too much care of that. It's easy to set up a business, and then you can just pay out a salary to yourself, 0% income tax. You have 0% capital gains tax. So it's just really easy, not a lot of formalities, and the whole process, all of that is so easy to do. So if you have the flexibility from the company that you're working for or the clients that you're working for, depending on the time zone, flexibility of when you can work and also from where in the world, sometimes could be that you have a hybrid position, could also be that you have a remote position, but needs to be in a specific region of the world. There might be some complications with that, but if you're free, like Dubai is a very good option because all the benefits, we have the lifestyle down there, tons of different opportunities. But I only recommend Dubai for people working remotely. If you want to get into Dubai, working as an AI engineer, so on, like it's very competitive. There's tons of guys coming over from India, Pakistan, and so on. They're very good. They want to work. They're working a lot. They're very smart people. So it's very competitive. It's basically just a hub for so many industries down in Dubai. So most people from all over the world, because of all the advantages with the taxes, the lifestyle, just how the whole country, the whole system and so on works, the safety and so on, just all those advantages, it just attracts people from all over the world, which just makes it way more competitive. So if you want to get into positions and so on, like you definitely need to do your research beforehand, probably get into positions, but a really good way is to get contract-based work down there and actually like use that as a way to get into Dubai. So that is at least how I did it. Of course, I needed like a personal brand so I can actually like get offers and so on. It was just someone that randomly reaching out to me on LinkedIn with a contract-based work. And I just went for it. I went to Dubai for a week on a business trip. I got caught by all of it down there, the lifestyle, the safety, the whole environment, the sun and so on. I'm from Denmark, so it's very cloudy and raining most of the year. So you can have the sun, 0% taxes, like the whole environment is just differently. The speed of the city is just way faster compared to most countries out there, at least that I have been to yet. Like people are sitting in cafes working like 2 a.m. on a Sunday evening or like Sunday night. So it's just very competitive, the speed of it, the whole environment. Like you can see Ferraris, Lamborghinis and so on driving down the street all the time. Like you can basically just take a walk, Dubai Marina, downtown and so on, and you can just see a line, just 5 Lambos in a row, and it just gives you way more motivation, at least for me personally. It just keeps pushing me all the time to become a better version of myself, staying competitive, and also just putting in the work which are required. So it helps me to stay motivated, stand out compared to a lot of other people out there, and basically just keep improving myself, leveling up in life and so on. It's just a different feeling, and you really have to get down there to have that feeling in yourself. I was coming from Denmark. I had no idea about like how it worked in any other countries. Like I've only been to Dubai for a week, and I pretty much just decided to pack all my stuff and move down there, like rent an apartment, set up my business, move down there full time and so on. So it is really awesome. I definitely recommend you guys to check it out and at least visit Dubai and just see if it's something for you, because if you're waiting a couple of years and so on, you're missing out on so many opportunities, so much money and so on that you can't get anywhere else in the world. And these are just some of the career benefits, like taxes, the motivation that you get, all the benefits and so on. Also just the safety when you're walking around, like everything is so clean, safety. Like you can walk in Dubai anywhere, any time of the day, and you can't do that in most places out there in the world. You can be safe, you can wear your watches, you can wear pretty much everything that you have. Like you can even just take your watch, take your car keys, don't lock your car, just leave your watch, wallet and so on your car, and it will not be taken once you get back. Like you can get away for like several hours and it will still be there once you get back. So just the safety aspect of it, the whole lifestyle, the taxes, the whole environment and so on, it is like the perfect place for me to be in, because you can stay motivated. I'm working remotely. I can work from wherever I want in the whole world. I can even just use it as a base, fly to Asia, Europe, US and so on, depending on where I want to go. So you can just live this digital nomad life if that is what you want to do as well. And even just from the taxes saved, like in Denmark, I'm coming from Denmark, so I had to pay 60% in taxes on my income. If I just take the money that I had to pay in taxes, like I could pretty much just live the most crazy luxury lifestyle. Like I could drive Lambos, the best apartments. Like I could pretty much just like spend money as I didn't care. Of course I can't go out by private jets and so on, but I could have a nice car. Like I could have a Lambo, I could have like a nice apartment, I can fly back and forth between Denmark and wherever in the world that I wanted to, and only from the money that I had to pay in taxes. Even now I'm living by this 70-30 rule, so I spend 30% of my income on my expenses, and then I put the other 70% into investments. I go over all of that inside my AI career program with my personal branding, like how you can build up your freelance business, land AI jobs and so on. So I cover all of that inside my AI career program. So if you're not familiar with that, definitely check it down in the description as well. Pretty much just teach you my whole system and how you can build up all these opportunities and get to the next level. So when you combine all of this together, like it's pretty much a no-brainer. At least it is for me, and I definitely recommend you, like if you're working remotely in the tech field, like definitely consider moving to Dubai. Like I know there's a bunch of different other places in the world which is pretty cool, and again, it is not the same tech feeling and so on that you'll get in San Francisco, but again, it's just so hard to get into. You can't really choose the opportunities for yourself. Could also be like other different places in the US where you can get other opportunities, larger companies and so on, if you prefer to work in those. But if you're just working remotely, if you want to make money, develop yourself, your own personal brand, live in a nice, safe environment, like Dubai is the best place out there. And it's also one of the few growing cities and also countries out there in the whole world. They're doing so much for the country. Like they're basically just running Dubai and UAE as a business. So the city never sleeps, and it is the perfect place for me. Could be for you as well, but I just want to show you guys all these different opportunities, because again, if you want to live a good lifestyle, have 0% taxes, like so many countries out there, like they're spending, you have to pay so much in taxes, and the governments, they're just wasting it away. Even if you live in Dubai, like the healthcare that you have to pay for yourself, like it's not really that much if you take into account that you pay 0% in taxes. All the expenses and so on is even lower compared to most bigger cities out there. Like even rent is lower than New York, San Francisco, and so on. And also the expenses for food, utilities, all of that is significantly lower compared to all the other major cities out there, as London, New York, San Francisco, and those guys. So it's a really nice place. You get way more opportunities. You build more freedom for yourself. Probably a reason why you're working remotely is that you want to have more freedom, flexibility. You want to work on the things that you want, but also you want to work when you want. You want to have the flexibility. You want to be able to go outside in the middle of the day if you want to do that, and so on. Explore and basically just have a more combined work-life balance. It's my AI career program. I also just like talk about like how you should actually like build your job around your life and not the other way around. So most people, they actually like build their life around the job, and I don't really understand why you would do that, because it's just way better. Like so many people are talking about like work-life balance and so on. Like they're going to their work most of the day, and then again they only have a few hours in the evening, compared to just mixing it all together. Basically just building your job around your life. So I work in the morning for 4 hours, then I can go to the gym, have another session, I can go out for lunch and so on, probably go for a walk, I can then do some more work, we have dinner, you can go out with friends and family and so on, do sports, and then work a couple of hours in the evening as well. And even already, if you're working remotely, it is probably like one of the main reasons why you're working remotely instead of like going to an office. You want to save time on the commute, so you don't have to like drive back and forth an hour every single day, or an hour and a half to 2 hours. So many tech people are moving down there. I've also created my day in the life videos, my salary and expense videos, where people are just commenting that they're very interested in Dubai. They want to explore the possibilities, what would it require to move down there, and they basically just need to pull the trigger. But it's really easy to move down there. You just set up a company, it takes a few weeks, you sponsor yourself with a visa, you go down there, you get a health check, it probably just takes a day, you get your Emirates ID and everything within a week, you're pretty much good to go, and then you're a resident in UAE and Dubai. So definitely go in, check it out. Again, if you need help with setting up a business, the whole process and so on, like there are guys taking care of it. I'm working with the GenZone guys. They're very nice. You can book a call down in the description here. It's free. You can talk with them about your specific situation and how they can help you out. So thanks a lot for watching this video here. I hope it has opened up your eyes for some other possibilities if you're working remotely in the tech field.